Okay, now. Yeah, let's see the light everywhere. Yeah, it's Dean hadn't started yet. I don't need to add. Okay, now, well, that's a hell of a delay. Yeah, so it looks like a light everywhere. Alright, so let's do our intro. Alright, if you want to start, Nick, please come on to join if you want to start now. So, yeah, today is Friday the 13th. Hearts and Minds is back. Now, here's the thing. If you've already done Hearts and Minds and you collected a reward for it, it's the same reward. There's nothing there. If you see the Hearts and Minds mission, there's nothing there. But like I said, it's Friday the 13th, and as you can see, Hearts and Minds is back. Just everything else. So, yeah. And then after our anniversary gift, I don't think they updated it yet. Okay, we'll see when we go in. Oh, it's on the right screen. Yay. Hello. Alright, let me sign into my name. Yeah, because you do want to sign in at least once a month on your main account. Otherwise, somebody could take over. So how you doing today? Yeah, right. So yeah, like I said, this is my dead side. Yes, we pretty much got everything completed. Did everything else, so there's nothing really to do anymore. Just that and all. But yeah, we're now trying to little at the Klingon side. And sadly, like I said, at one time I had 10 to 20 people teamed up doing things. Now there's only 3 or 4 of us. So I'm now going to switch to the Klingon side because we're trying to little at the Klingon side. Okay, you want to make me popular, okay. Let's go ahead and do the red alert. Top.
Resistance is futile.
Alright, look through the cube. There it is. Yeah, 'cause there's usually loot inside the cube. Alright, look through the white doors. And there it is.
Resistance detected. Human matrix 0, 0, defense 7. 2 out of 10. Engaging now. We will act your technological.
And they're destroyed. So, yep, red alert. Let's take a look at our endeavors. Again, if you want to Cleon recruit, what's the zone? You want to Cleon recruit? Oh, mining at the Shringy asteroid. Okay, get on, Kronk. Let's reload this one. Thoughts on the battleground. Alright, let's fly the slow talk way. Yeah, let's fly the slow talk way. We'll save our quick travel to Gonkrok. Going. See, that was illegally dangerous. I would have exploded by now. Yeah, got this pathway. We're here. We gotta go there. Pathway there. Alright, so don't we go any further? Oh, so it's only a federation mission? Yeah, it might be a federation only, because I'm not seeing it. Yeah, it might be a federation only. Didn't even know to check. Okay, so it's not showing up there either. Yes, I know. Alright, this mission's available Friday the 13th. Okay, so there is a Klingon version. There's the Klingon version of Franklin Drake. Here's the Klingon version. Um, which, like I said, would the Indian Animal slot. Yeah, see, the only one he's showing is this one. Yeah, he's only showing that one. And like I said, he is the equivalent to Franklin Drake. That is the Klingon version of Franklin Drake. Alright, so I guess it's not available yet. So, yeah. Like I said, a Friday the 13th Hearts and Minds is back. But it's not available in the available slot yet. Which to me is basically 12 o'clock. Alright, so was that ground or... Okay, ground. And how many do we need to kill? 16. So like I said, if you've done it a bunch of times, the reward's the same. There's nothing new. Alright, let's go to the transporter tab. Ah, someone stole it. And you. Don't know why I'm getting a delay. Hello. Okay. He's almost done. Okay. Now they are being out. Alright, let's go ahead and take a turn. Okay now. Keep moving around. I just keep moving around. I just get out of those red circles. I just get out of those red circles. I keep moving around. Yep, like I said, keep moving around. Come on. Next wave. Yeah, I'm going to the dig guy to shot that's over there. Excuse me.
All 3 silos are under Allied control. Excellent work. The Vought Fortress has engaged transporters. Troops inbound.
Really? So yeah. Apparently that's why we're not getting no daughter because we're on the dinosaur one. You gotta kill the dinosaur.
Back to your stations. The Voughts have returned.
Need to got the hotel. Oh, mostito. Alright, let's get over to my favorite spot. Yep, my favorite spot. Yeah, just stay out of those red circles. Yeah, you're completed. Oh, my touch are fighting things over there. Yeah, all my touch are all fighting things over there. Like I say, they gotta stay inside the circle. Yeah, it's gotta stay inside this circle. And avoid the red circles. Like any time now, this thing there, guys. So again, if you want to clown recruit teaches us some. Alright, so... Okay, counting into your thought. Alright, so let's jump out of here. Oh, you got a gun clock?
Welcome to Gotham.
Yeah, see how the nuts are looking.
Fight off the incomings and get these ships. Keep control.
Just need one more. Yeah, completed. So now we need to do a county and TFO. We need to do 2 of them. Alright, let's go without and head down to the Lithium Line area. Yes, I said down to the Dalmatian line area. That is the Universal. Every 3 days, the Universal updates. Every morning, 6 o'clock my time. Switzerland does updates. But every 3 days, the Universal updates. So, yeah. And like I said, it's Friday the 13th. Hearts and minds will be kicking in sometime today. If you've already done it, yeah, you don't have to do it again. Got the reward the same. There's nothing new if you've done it already. Okay.
Welcome to Pariah 3. I'm Lieutenant John Vanderveer, and I'll be your demolitions expert on this trip. I was stationed on the USS Buenos Aires until the Vaudouar took her out. She was a good little ship. I miss her. Starfleet has assigned the survivors to various postings here in the DQ. I'm an explosives expert, so I get a little revenge for my ship with every charge I set. Welcome to Pariah 3.
Yep. Yep, like I said, the optionals are highlighted.
Fire in the hole! Obstacle clear.
Yep, like I said, the optionals are highlighted with a marker.
Scans show that we need to jump down this narrow fissure in the rock. Be careful. I don't know what's waiting for us at the bottom. According to our scans, there's a tunnel under us. Give me a moment, I'll clear a path. Fire in the hole! Watch that first step. I think I can get us across. Cover me!
There it goes, finally.
This is it, the center of...
Can't escape that. There,
Kill the
finally.
Swan Mother, but we need to fall back so I can set off the charges and bring down the hive.
How did we down?
Yeah!
So,
The
yep.
spawn mother's down!
So, yep, like I said, they got rid of the optional, so you can't see optionals anymore. So, yeah, this guy right here, yeah, you want to keep him alive as much as you can throughout the mission. Like, usually he runs over in this little corner over here, and then he gets swarmed and gets killed, and you'll lose the optional for keeping him alive. So, yeah.
You killed the spawn mother, but
So, yeah. He tends to run in that little corner, and then he'll get swarmed and then gets killed. So you want to keep them alive. Alright, so... And head down to the Frangies, the lithium line, because that's the universal. And like I said, it's Friday the 13th, so Hearts and 9 should be kicking in sometime today. And again, like I said, if you've done it before, the reward's the same, there's nothing new. The reward's the same. But Hearts and 9, the one of the original spook missions, the Star Trek Online does. And it only comes out on Halloween and Friday the 13th. The only time you see Hearts and 9. Yeah, there's time. Let's go. Here it goes.
The invasion of Kronos has begun, but we will not fall. Their ground troops use gateways to land and set up inhibitors to block our troops from transporting to the combat zones. Transports with soldiers are inbound, but before they can launch shuttles, we need to clear the Herald ships from Kronos' orbit. established a safe zone. We can send our own forces to the surface. We cannot delay. The home world must be defended.
Kapla.
Our reinforcements are inbound. The starbase is secure.
Oh, let's go to the other side.
The shipyard troop transports have entered orbit and will start landing shuttles. Our job is to protect those ships until their troops are en route to the surface. The ships will begin their runs from the starbase and the shipyard. Destroy the heralds and defend Kronos.
Kapla. So again, you're looking to the green rats, not the yellow. Yellow just drink more than then.
Shipyard troop transports are beginning their run to the planet.
Yep, you're looking to the green one, not the yellow. Yellow just drink more than then. The yellow just drink more than then.
Intense levels of beta radiation. Close them. The troop transports from the starbase are moving toward the planet.
And you've got hazard in it to go heal on.
The troop transports from the starbase are moving toward the planet.
See, you got hazard in it to go heal them.
The troop transports from the starbase are moving toward the planet. The troop transports from the starbase are moving toward the planet. Transports from the starbase are moving toward the planet. The troop transports from the starbase are moving toward the planet.
Yep, that's when it was healed them.
The troop transports from the starbase are moving toward the planet.
One minute left.
The troop transports from the starbase are moving toward the planet. The troop transports from the starbase are moving toward the planet.
10 seconds left.
The troop transports from the starbase are moving toward the planet.
Alright, it's gonna show up like right over here.
A Herald Dreadnought has entered the system. The remaining Herald ships are rallying around the Dreadnought. Take out those ships and defeat the Heralds. Herald ships are attacking the starbase.
There it is.
Our troops have landed. We will fight for Kronos, thanks to your assistance, Kapla.
Couple. So yep, that two that we needed to do and worked out. And then the Universal, again, the Universal updates every 3 days. Personal does its updates every morning, 6 o'clock night time. But every 3 days, the universal updates. Alright, so... let's go to the prangy one. Yeah, let's see where it taught us. $9.40. And let's go to this one back here. Hello, how are you? Hi, Tixie. How you doing, Tixie? Yeah, doing the universal. Doing the universal. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Just concentrating on this little mini game. Yeah, this is how lithium mining works. And like I said, it's the lithium mining boost going on right now. So, and then we got the dig one, because we do have the fringy one that I also had unlocked. So yeah, like I said, this is the universal. So yeah, every 3 days, the universal updates every 3 days. Personal and others updates every morning, 6 o'clock night time. I've done 7 years, never done mining once. Okay. Well, like I said, if you're trying to get the extra dilithium, yeah, this is how you get the extra dilithium by doing dilithium mining. And then if you've got a fleet, which I do, yep, if you got a fleet and it's maxed out, because it is dilithium boost going on to this whole week, just everything else. So yeah. So. And then if your fleet is, if you got enough people in your fleet, go down to Research Lab, click on this, and then you got this one that you can turn on to give you more dilithium. Now, sadly, I used to have 10 to 20 people in my fleet helping out. Now there's only me and like 2 other people. So, yeah, it's kind of, sadly the game kind of died down. A lot of people kind of quit and went to other games. Alright, so there's one over here somewhere. There it is. So yeah, like I said, if you need to get extra dilithium, you have to say you get extra dilithium. And the same little mini game that you get here, yes, your fleet does the same thing. Your fleet does the same exact mini game. Two, 1, 0. Oh, I didn't get it. Now, this guy right here, he's the Ferengi one. Now, used to you had to get this out of the Ferengi lockbox. Not no more. Now it comes in the Anthony lockbox. But yeah, this is the Ferengi guy. That if you have a bunch of these, like I said, they used to come in the Ferengi lockbox. No more. Now it comes in the Anthony lockbox. So yep, I have the clean. I'll let you turn in. Now concentrate. This is your big one. So you want to concentrate. This is your big one. Like I said, this is your big lining. Four, 20, 19. Two, 1, 0. I usually get around 900. But yeah, like I said, that's your big one. Now we need 2 of these up on the other side. But yeah, this is the universal updates every 3 days. But it is technically unloosed this whole week, so... I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, I'm going the wrong way. Alright, I should be going the right way. Yep, there, it's got my control right there. Yeah, yarn. Team. Here's the last one. I think it's true a lot of the last recent years, I think even more. Yeah, because if you hadn't noticed, since Star Trek has started bringing a lot of the people back, this, that, and all, like the one that plays Dax. Yeah, she's actually coming in Tuesday, this, everything else. So a lot of people are coming back because of, like, Dax, you know, stuff like that. Yeah, so let's go ahead and heal her. So, and then, like I said, you got the Hearts in Line, which starts to be kicking in sometime today. Because it's Dean Friday the 13th. See, after in line right there, grayed out. See, he's right here, but it's not showing yet. So yeah, you got Hearts in Line, which comes out every Friday the 13th, but it's not showing yet, because it hadn't updated yet. For me, it's like 12 o'clock. Alright, so let's go ahead and walk out. It is lithium boosting, so let's go to our fleet and do our fleet lithium grind. But yeah, Pixie, yeah, I mean, like I said, I used to have about, I had 20 people, but any given time there was about 10 of us on my Discord doing stuff together, just everything else and all. Sadly, the majority of them have stopped playing, but either, see, this is the Klingon one, the torch there. The Klingon one. So yeah, that's what I'm using, the torch there, Edo suit. Because after all, I'm Klingon, so... And yes, I could be using a more powerful ship. I'm using this one because I like all the flame damage I can do. Yeah, so if you've got a fleet, yes, again, it's lithium boosting, just everything else. So yeah, definitely go to your fleet. If your fleet is completed, And if you got enough people, go down here, click this. Now here's the thing, Katla. Here's the thing. When you do these, they run through 1 week, and then there's a cooldown through 1 week. But again, you got enough people in your fleet, slot this, and get this going. This will give you a boost to your lithium, just everything else and all. And then, of course, you see our fleet's completed. But as you can see, yeah, we're still trying to, complete the fleet. Like I said, at one time there was, about 20 of us, this, that, and all. Any given time there were 10 of us on. But now, so go to this guy right here. Okay, that's 1 mission. 2. And then 3. Now, by the time you walk over to this guy, it's going to kick in and say it's ready. There it is. There are all 3 of those. And like I said, this is your fleet base. Same minigame. Let's look at the map. Alright, so there's one right in front of us. Again, same minigame. So again, like I said, it is boost, downloading boost to the whole week. So yeah, definitely go to your fleet, do your fleet ones. So again, same thing again, that's the frame. $940. That's what I usually get, $940. Alright, one right in front of us. Right there. No, it's not that one. This one? No. Okay, where is it? There it is. So yeah, this is the fleet-based one if you got a fleet. So like I said, if you got any questions, do ask them. I do ask my chat box while I'm playing. Oh, 855. So yeah, I tend to get 940 and 855. When I rank 3 Marauder and unlock the tyrant access to Oh, okay, cool. It's over here somewhere. There it is. But yeah, and like I said, if you want to become the king in this game, yeah, you want to get all your reputations up to 6, your condemnations all up to 4, R&D all up to 20, oh, to get the last one. That's up to 10. Admiralty, thank you. Yeah, Admiralty. So you want to get Admiralty all up to 10. Then you turn up the king in this game, and then you want to join a fleet and get the fleet boost. So yeah, as Admiral Krog was saying, so yeah, if you want to be king in this game, you're gonna have to add all your reputations all up to 6. Commendation, all up to 4. So I got colonial, trade, and recruitment still to go. R&D all up to 20, and Admiralty all up to 10. And then you also want to be part of the fleet. And like I said, yeah, at one time I had, 20 people, 10 was always on. When you hit 85, you're pretty much at the next level. But yeah, as you can see, yeah, we're still grinding away, and there's only 2 or 3 of us now still grinding. 2 or 3 of us. Where it used to be, like I said, on the dead side. Yeah, we got the dead side completed like a long time ago. And let's get the little one before we go to the big one. I want to say it's 60. I want to say. Okay, it's over this way somewhere. There it is. Because if you remember, the game goes to 65. A lot of the, repeats, or I call dailies, they start kicking in around 60. So when you hit 65, yeah, you've got everything completed. This is all you've got left, or your dailies that you do each day. And then on the 17th, yeah, the new mission on the 17th comes out this Tuesday. And like I said, the lady player who plays Drax, or Dax, yep, she's coming back to take up her role again. And I think that's why the game's getting popular again, because a lot of these people are like, hey, I remember her from Deep Space Nine, I'm gonna team up and check it out. Okay, that's one completed. But yeah, I want to say that it starts at like 60. Because by the time they get to 65, they're all in by 65. Because the next level is 65. 8:15. Okay, the next one right here. Okay, that's one done. And I know some of them, like there's one mission, it starts when you hit 62. You know, the one daily. It don't kick in until you're at 62. Oh, that was so close. Alright, okay, it's either here somewhere. There it is, on the other side. I just thought the game like an authority, treating myself to the last stand though. Oh no, STK back. Oh, cool. Yeah, I still support the game myself. Because like I said, I was right here at the start. I was a founder, I was a beta tester, so I was there at the start of it. When they had the referral program and the streamer program, I was part of that as well. And I kind of wish they would bring those back, but, you know. 660, okay. See, when you're not paying attention, you really don't get a good score. You're not paying attention. Oh, it was 52. Okay, I thought it was 60. Okay. Yeah, because I know most of the missions, when you hit 62, 63, to the dailies and stuff, yeah, you pretty much hit the max one, because there's, you know, by the time you hit 63, yeah, you're done. Alright, I'm going the wrong way. It's over here somewhere. There it is. Yeah, because by the time you hit 63, you've got all the dailies active. By the time you hit 63. Because again, 65 to max. Yeah, and as for the endeavors, again, like I said, if you got a Cleon recruit, yeah, Cleon recruit will speed them up some. Yep. You can speed run 2 characters, 2 per day. Well, I wonder why they need to 60,000 instead of 70. Well, I think what it is because originally, ooh, I didn't do that, so good. See, when you don't pay attention, you don't get a good point. Ow.
Enemy target on sensor.
There it is. But yeah, like I said, I mean, A lot of them are set are 64 focus, exactly. And I unconsciously went through the thing, because you actually take damage, and if you stand in the lithium thing thingy, yeah, you can actually die. You can actually die from that. $735. One. Like on the other side of the rock. There it is. And then we got the big one down inside the asteroid. And like I said, the ones that stayed through the whole ad, thank you. Ads do help out. Because I'm not a partner yet, but I am an affiliate. And those affiliate does help out. Because me living on an SSI check, it kind of hurts when you're on an SSI check. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4. And then you got the big one inside. I am... Go this way. They had actually asked that, and I didn't ask that myself. They said that they're looking into it, but I'll be honest with you, I don't think they're gonna do it. I don't think they're gonna do it. Alright, so yes, if you've got your fleet, yes, the big one is down inside there. But yeah, I had asked that. Others had asked about it. They said they're looking into it, but I don't think they're gonna do it. I'm not a fan of Twitch chart. Me neither. Because unfortunately, like I do Star Wars The Old Republic. Sadly, some of those Twitch drops, you gotta watch somebody for 4 hours, and you must respond and be talking for it to actually kick in and count. And yeah, it is free merchandise. That is true. It is free merchandise. Alright, so we need to... Alright, is it up on the other one? No, it's over this corner. Okay, I can't get to that one because that's behind the rock. Alright, so jump to that one. And it's over here. Okay, I'll walk past that. There it is, up there. And this is your big one, you want to concentrate. Well, like I said, they said that they're looking into it, that no, I'll be honest with you, because the way they said, the way they're talking, yeah, they're looking into it, but I don't think they're going to do it. Because here's the thing. To get part of the game, you gotta first become part of the Twitch game list. That and all. Which I don't think Twitch actually has, I don't think. Yeah, give me a minute. Again, this is your big one. You want to concentrate. This is your big one. Wow, 8:15, really? But yeah, like I said, blah. Okay. So yeah, to come the part of the thing, Twitch has to get into this thing. See, they're not listed. They're not listed. So like I said, Star Trek Online will have to get part of the, call it? Why is it called Luna? Yeah, it's called Luna. Wait a minute, it's no longer... So it's no longer called Twitch Gaming. Okay, that's new. Yeah, that's new. Used to be no, you used to be called Twitch Games. Now it's called Luna. I mean, you go to Star Wars. Okay, that's not showing. Why is it not showing? Yeah, here it is, right here. All canteens. There it is. See, they don't have no Twitch drops at all. There it is. So it's little toddler. So yeah, this one's always doing trick drops. But the thing is, you gotta want somebody to throw hours just so you can get it. You gotta want somebody to throw hours. So yeah, like these right here and that one right there. Yeah, I had to watch somebody to throw hours before I can get it. Noddle Idles? Yeah, I got a friend of mine that played Noddle Idle. So did they change it? No, it took all Twitch drops. Automatic in-game. And code days. So yeah. Alright, so let's get out of here. As soon as it lights up, quickly click it. As soon as it lights up, click it. Now we're finally out of the asteroid. So again, this is your fleet base. If you're tired of a fleet, yeah, this is your fleet base, starting at the end grind. And you can do this every 20 hours. And there. So yeah, every 20 hours you can do this one every 20 hours. Alright, let's see it. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen, Hearts and Mine. So yep, it is, oh, it's 11 o'clock. So yep, Hearts and Mine. Now here's the thing, if you've done this before, the rewards are the same. There's nothing new. So let's go ahead and hail. So every Friday the 13th, Hearts and Minds come out. Every Halloween, this comes out.
Several years ago, a reclusive Vulcan scientist and mystic by the name of Sabak settled a research station on a moon of Donatu Prime. He was a psionic adept of considerable power, and having him on the neutral zone makes me wonder what sort of information the Federation might be uncovering through his telepathic skills. Our traffic analysts have indicated that the station is no longer reporting. Now is the perfect time to find out what exactly has been going on there.
So yep, again, if you've done this before, yeah, there's nothing new. You get the zombie dance, you get the Vulcan weapon, and then you get the one duty officer. Now the duty officer, you can claim them back to back, but you can only have him slotted at one time. So you can't have him slotted 5 times. No, you can only slot him one time. But you can pick up these over and over and over. And then the zombie dance, yes, if you got the zombie dance, yeah, you can only pick it up one time. But yeah, if you need to do the zombie dance, yeah, this is where you get the zombie dance. You get it from Hearts and Mine, right here. Okay, I need to lead. So yeah, if you're trying to get the zombie dance, yeah, that's how you get zombie dance. Now I can do it. Now I can work. I think it's investigate, I believe. Yep, it's investigate. A note, stations here. Note that the power's out. Not exactly prime real estate. I wonder where the doctor is. Now here's the thing. Notice you got 2 turrets. Yes. You want to kind of go up towards here because you got 2 turrets that's going to be constantly attacking you while you're trying to put the code in.
Warning. Hazard detected. Initiating quarantine protocols.
Or just kill them.
Warning. Hazard control damaged. Releasing kerosene gas.
Oh, crap. Okay, blue's in the right place. There it is. I had it. Oh, I like it. It's not kicking in. There it goes, resetting. Yeah. Okay, so we left the wrong. One of the, yes it is. Yes it is. So the blue must be in the wrong spot. Alright, so blue. Okay, blue's there. Blue and green are wrong. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Alright, I did it again. So yeah, blue out to the over here and green out to the other here, I think. I took you over there. Put you over there. Yeah, I got the white correct, but the blue's in the wrong spot. Yeah, this is starting to get annoying. Yeah, you know what? Exit out and go back in again. So yeah, blue's gotta be over here and green's gotta be over there. Yeah, so green there's in the right spot. So annoying. I wish there was a way to auto-skip this, but you can't. There it is, Steinway. No, I didn't get it. Oh, I had it wrong again. God damn it. Alright, so put you there. Okay, there it should be. There it is, Steinway. So you have blue here, green there, white there. Steinway. Alright, so when you walk into the room, yep. As you can see, there's nothing to really look around, but there's a dead body in front of us. So examine the body. It's the doctor. He's been dead for a while, but the body's well deserved. Someone has been conducting autopsy on him and a neurological examination. That means there's someone else not to here, sir. So yeah, that way is locked. You can't go that way. Thought it's gonna make you go this way. And there's 3 rooms to examine. The room on the crook light, I'm going to say it's that room down there is the one that completes that. Oh, they don't have anything laying around anymore? They not to revamp this, because there used to be like a bunch of papers back here. Yeah, they revamped this. Yeah, they revamped this. And then there was a bunch of papers in this one. Yeah, they revamped this. But there was a bunch of papers like back here, right here. So yeah, they revamped it. So yep, like I said, this is the trigger rail. Yep, and there's all the evidence. Examine data tags.
Medical log, stardate 89325.25. Experimentation with the neurotoxin as a means to trigger damage and subsequent bioresponse shows promise. Culturing additional specimens. Medical log, stardate 89331.16. Ionizing radiation causing visions. Must log for further research into clairvoyant projections. Medical log, stardate 89332.14. Specimen showing additional aggression, likely side effect of radiation exposure. Locking down interior containment doors with simple access code of Fibonacci sequence, easily remembered. Medical log, stardate 89336.92. Emotive control faculties regenerating. Huge success. Medical log, stardate 89340.05. Difficulty concentrating on telepathic transfer. Replicating a space more conducive to concentration in the ionizing zone.
So yeah, they like to redance it, because it used to be, you know, you find one that'll log in the one room, another log in the second, and then the third will be right here, and of course this could be the final one. So they revamped it, they put it all in one room. Now as you go across here, notice now you see targets on the other side. Spiders! Yep, a bunch of spiders. Check research notes.
Research on the bodies has been promising, but symptoms of Bendy syndrome most readily manifest themselves in behavior rather than biology. To facilitate testing, I am engaging in a series of mind melds to give each experimental subject a copy of my personality. Any subject with Bendy syndrome will display aberrant behavior.
Mm-hmm. So, yep, now we go to the next room, and yep, you'll notice, What the hell? It's a room full of clones! Yep, a bunch of clowns. Examine the clowns. Sir, these clones are waiting to be descended. They seem to be exact physical copies with a bit of replicated dating, of course. Captain, there's no telling how many more of these clones are on the station. The clones we just showing signs of radiation poisoning. They might be performing even more dangerous experiments on the station. And you want to have your team ready. No, not now. I want that load. So yeah, like I said, as you can see, crazy doctor. And there it is. Clone, psychotic and prison, so that could all be possible cure his own dendro syndrome. At least he didn't manage to kill anyone else. No wonder why the cloning is unethical, murky issue. Well, we can leave now and report back to whenever you're ready, sir. So, yeah, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, the things I've